Good morning, folks. It's 7:56 a.m. on the 29th day, 8th month, 2021. Right. With any big storm or any big circulation, I'll just point at this one here for a moment. Something circulating like that. There's a lot of drag in the tail of moisture, right? But there's a lot, and it takes a lot of energy to pull that along. At some point, an EMF cut has to come up, or a beam, which I call it the cut, because it creates an outflow in both directions on either side of the beam itself, right? The beam comes in, excites the atmosphere around it, and flows outward the heat toward the cooler air. And that's the cut move. And when it happens, the center of the circulation that's left will start to slingshot. It'll pull in real quickly. It'll suck in a lot of moisture all at once, right? And it's free to then really move quite quickly then, because it has all the energies there. All the momentum and the push of that's doing the rest. And here's the beam. I just had a quick peek this morning, and I hope this is streaming right. And if it doesn't, I'm going to aim my phone at my screen and show you. Here the beam comes up through here. See it? Bzzzt. Frying it. And from that path, and how the other half of the beam is over here, it'll have more of a potential to go in and over. I can actually show you this path. It's going to go a secondary beam. You can see if I can get this to stop. You know, this is a challenge. Alright, let's see if I can do the catch it for you. Sorry about the jumpies, but beam coming on. You start to see it shoving up here. There, it's in fully condensated the atmosphere, so we can pick up on it on this V, which is just precipitable moisture. Microwaves interact with it very predictably. A beam has come down from here. See that V shape up here? They come out like a cone, so they'll spread out in a predictable way. So that's telling me they're bringing it up. A little less there. I'm going to show you the chem path actually in a moment. Then that more beam. That's an energizer. This one is full on strong. Took a lot of devices to make this particular beam. I've been analyzing beams for a long time. Hey, Gregory Hanford, check this one out. Wow. Full on. And then bzzz, all that energized. You guys are going to cop it. 16th anniversary of Katrina, and they're doing this? Lots of beaming going on here, folks. That's full on curve. See it? That's a shover, like a broom. It'll push out. More beams kicking off there. So we'll bring that back in the center of the screen. I'm doing a jump bit by pushing my arrow so it moves a little bit. It's just capturing this whole event. This is the data, this is the guilt, this is what needs to be recorded. Zzz, getting fried. Another full on coming out New Orleans way. And there's lots of devices that can do this, not just HARP. Matter of fact, HARP is up over this way. You would see that beam. Alright, there's lots of devices in South America. Not Arecibo could be down, but Brazil's got HARPs. There's stuff all over. And you don't need HARP when you got ESCAT and you got military vehicles with devices on them. Some various EMF emitters. It's kind of funny how this island out here is just in the middle of, well, what was that all about? Anyways, I'm going to go jump over to a few other things and I'm going to show you. I got all sorts of stuff to show you on this screen, but that's not what I want to show you first. Right. This is my last full image of Ida that I can show you stuff on. Okay? This one's from the 28th. It would have happened last night, kind of when I went to bed. Right, the first thing I see when I zoom back and look out the world is you see these microwave popcorn here? See that microwave popcorn here? You see there's no here, there's less. That's where that beam came up that I showed you on that mimic. Alright, I showed you that one that came up. It fried this area out. Within about, well, it's usually 24 to 36 hours afterwards, to 48 sometimes. This stays active, the atmosphere where that beam came up. And as that'll cools down, this will draw this storm right up into the central United States and destroy your crops and livelihoods. The Mississippi River is up here. Okay? Flooding is a given during this event. Catastrophic flooding. Because they gave you the 1-2 punch. A couple of days ago, they sent the first one up. Just enough to soak you. Well, your ground is soaked, your roots are weak, the trees are in peril. And my heart's feeling very bad for what's about to occur. Okay, the cut move has not yet occurred on this picture. So this was before the beam. Look at the chem feeding this. Alright, this is off the coast of Florida. These are very warm waters. This is the Bahamas, right here. Now, why is that going sideways and all the clouds should be streaming in? Why? Because you are having deployments of chem. These are chemtrails deployed by something besides a jet plane. Is that balloon method, drone methods. Chemtrail, chemtrail, chemtrail. Microwaves. Big plumes of chem bombs. Something came in a line. Boom, 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 boom. Went the plumes. Boom, boom, plumes. Microwave signature here in the top deck. Bzzz. Rumbling it. It clears out them areas and makes flow. Chem bomb, chem bomb, chem bomb, chem bomb, chem bomb stripes. Same here. Big old dumps. You got a factory over here or a power plant belching up a lot of steam? Add moisture to the atmosphere that's going to go over and fuck your neighbors with your storms? Yeah, you guys, those factories help. Those would be probably surface air coolers, that one. That'd be a dump. I'll take a chem dump. I like what Mike calls it, bunker fuel. If you ain't familiar with Mike Morales, he can give you a different analysis of this that probably streams a lot smoother than mine. Chem bomb went along. Boom, 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 boom. Hold your ruler up to the screen. You'll see the evenly spaced deployment of things that... Oh, it's getting cloudy. Here comes the storm. So here comes the geostorm. The Frankenstorm. The Chemfoolery King. Here it comes. Square cloud much? It sickens me seeing this setup. Those cloud colors ain't the same as these. And as we head in past the rice-growing region of the United States in toward New Orleans, again, they're getting dumped. Boom, 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 booms. It seems to be the wanted method. Look at the squares out here, New Orleans. Scalar much? NexRad much? NexRads can control the weather and help aim these storms, and I have no access to local NexRads in the States anymore. So please, if you got a good working link for me, send it to me, or please show what's going on. You're going to have to stay up all night to do it, because right now you can believe Tampa's beaming. You can believe New Orleans beaming, because I've seen signs of it. Biloxi has a military base in Mississippi, and they're highly active. Tennessee's highly active. So watch your beamings on the outskirts, and as the storm starts to approach, the energizing the atmosphere, the tickling of the outflows to move this thing, to steer it. What's going on here? Well, there's nothing around it but this plume. It's reacting with the atmosphere, and it's interacting with this haze of stuff, so that there's nothing there at the point. Why do I show you the spinning chem bomb? And they do. They got a spinner, and it's right in the center of the storm. Chem bombs, chem bombs, chem bombs. Plenty of it feeding it. Plenty of energy in the atmosphere, as evidenced by these microwave popcorn clouds that are below this chem bomb mix. And yeah, I'm calling it chem bomb mix. Can't call it any other else. You know, when storms are feeding that way into something, you should not have one going sideways. It's wrong. It is not a circular flow. Right? You understand how that works? You make Get a little bit of dry ice area coming out of your cup next time they serve you a fancy drink, and stir that a little bit with your straw in the air. See if a thing goes sideways, or when you move yourself sideways through it, what happens to the cloud then? And you'll see something unnatural is going on. Something wicked this way comes. This should not be feeding sideways, unless there's Tesla waves coming out from the interactions of the EMF. That's a whole nother topic, and I ain't going into it. Not today. Boom, boom. Obvious chem bomb deployments on the outskirts of the storm to make sure that there's food for this to bring in and dump. Microwaves here, here, here. Judging from the curve of this, the pulse would be occurring around here. Big square to that nucleation there. You could see pulse waves were coming up the coast here that will show up later. Now let's look at what they're calling an eye. I'm going to do the zoom bit. What do you see here? I see a square dance. I don't see a circulation. This is a square dance. A plume went off. It's feeding in that one, to that one, into that one, and you're going to get a circular flow. You can't. There's so much haze over the top of the square that would be underneath this. It's hard to see. But when you zoom back, come on, can you make a square? You tell me how your eye is square, unless you're a freaking goat eye. Yeah, I went there. Well, they can Baphomet a storm all they want. I'm not going to like it, and I'm going to call it what it is. Flip that upside down there, there, and there, and you got 3 6s in the center of this storm. I'm serious. If you could see it on the microwaves and you could slow it down enough, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's 3 of those right in here, showing to you. Up jumped the devil. The devil went down to New Orleans, and he's looking for some homes to steal. Now let me show you the card. Now the highest zoom I can get on this, I'm going to let that run so you have a full of that. Big plumes of crap, plumes of crap. Look at these dumps here. The dumps on a better feed. I just want you to see this 200% is the best I can go. And still you see it. Okay, look at this. You got what I call the spinner. Something's going along here, and all it's doing is flying a circular pattern and dumping chem. See it? Right there? That is your storm. That's what's making it. 6, a 6, and a 6. And they all look. You'll start to notice this pattern I did as well. So as far as the microwave cut move went, it was quite visible. This one. That's probably, you'll be able to see it. Watch how the moisture vaporizes in here. At the start of the feed, there's lots of it here. Now it's gone. Right? And it's cut here as well. Watch. There's a double cut. Boom. Vaporize that moisture. This storm is free to ride now. Ida has had her leash cut. She's off her leash. And may she not live long and prosper. I'm going to show you one more feed if I can get it to come up. It's just simple water vapor down here. I've never shown you I use the COD site. Now look at this simple moisture here. This one here, if I could drag her up to 200 again, you'll see. That's a strange flow. Boom, boom, boom. There's some more moisture going off here. Cam dump. All this is going to interact within a day or so. It's going to be up here waiting. Ida's dinner's cooking right here. Boom, 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 boom. Keep the particulates in the atmosphere. Keep the catalyst going. Keep the foolery going. Big puff of something went off. Watch this. Poof. Some over here. Boo. You can see the chem bomb plumes going off very evidently. Looks like you're going to have a wet day, Florida. And making you something separate, because that's not for her. All this is for her. When they capitalize letter of storm, does that make it a legal dead man name? Let's talk about this amongst ourselves. That is not a round eye. Look how it slingshots. It's this one heavier end of the moisture is pulling the other. You could do this with a femtosecond laser as well, which puts out a particular vortex. So it looks very similar to what I'm showing here. Matter of fact, a double laser would do that, or pop it here, pop it there. Do. You'll get a pinch point circulation from a femtosecond laser. FEMPTO second laser. Weather modification. A bit of an oddity there, isn't it? It's a bit of a square. Square eyes. Square head people. Well, there you have it. That's my quick roundup of Ida. May Ida freaking leave people alone. Big love, peace.